Hi, fifth grade. I just wanted to come on and go over the lesson for today, which is lesson 86. Lesson 86 is talking about multiplying fractions and whole numbers. Just want you guys to remember that when we found a fraction of a whole number, we divided that whole number by the denominator of that fraction. For example, if the question says find 1/3 of 24, you would basically just divide 24 by the 3. Now, moving on into this lesson, we're going to talk about multiplying fractions and whole numbers. So on the board, you see an example of what's in the book on page 561. I just wanted to kind of break this down a little further. The question says 2/3 of 4. Remember, you see the word of, that basically means to multiply. So you're going to turn the word of into a multiplication symbol. Now I have two different examples. I'm sorry, I'm going to move my camera around so you can see the examples better for the second portion. Now I have two different ways that it's written. I know that we are a diverse class. Some people can see it better written as to the left and others to the right. So either way is correct because you'll get the correct answer if you multiply properly. So to the left, you see 2/3 times 4 over 1, which equals 8/3, or 2 times 4 over 3 times 1, which is the same thing, 8 over 3. Now remember, that is an improper fraction. You cannot have a larger numerator than a denominator. So in order to correct that, you must divide. When dividing, you see 8 divided by 3. Well, we know that 3 goes into 8 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. You simply subtract 6 from 8. That leaves you with the remainder of 2. Remember, when you're doing fraction work, you will not write remainder 2. You will make that remainder your numerator, and the denominator will be the divisor, or the 3 that you see on the outside of your division box. I will pause the video really quick to discuss how to do your lesson practice and write it in rectangle form and shading. Okay, guys, here we're going to pick up with the an example of what's requested in your lesson practice. You are going to have to sketch rectangles to model a fraction of a whole number. So here we have 1/3 of 6. 1/3 of 6 meaning 1/3 times 6 over 1, which is 6 over 3, which you know that 6 divides evenly into 3, and that equals 2. Or you can look to the right hand side, which is 1 times 6 over 3 times 1. That is 6 over 3, which divides evenly into 2. You're basically going to draw a rectangle, divide that into 6 separate compartments, and shade the 2. Therefore, 1/3 of 6 is going to be shown as 2. And that is the lesson for the day. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or send me a message via reminder.